Bruh, did you pour my milk? Don't do that. What's that?
I'm kind of a big deal.
You don't got the credentials.
Well, that's disrespectful.
What up? What's up? Yo, appreciate you coming back for another episode. We back again, you know.
So what's up?
For this episode, we're going to go ahead and break down the AFC East and
All the way
AFC
down,
West.
bro.
Yep, we doing it like
That's a
that,
twofer.
man. It is. It's going to be some good stuff. We're going to drop some gems on this one.
Let's do it.
So listen, before we actually go there, we just want to talk. We're not going to really get into league business on this particular episode, but we know the draft is coming up, right? We want you to be prepared. We want you to pivot where you need to pivot off of those gems and listen to the podcast because we're going to be dropping those gems.
Yes.
We're going to be hitting you up with some featured access, letting you know like who's coming up, what should be done. So just keep on watching. Yo, we're going to get you prepared.
So
Wait, what you got for them, O?
The league business should be mind your business and concentrate on your league business and mock draft. That's it. Ain't no gossip this episode.
You know what's something that we didn't do yet? We didn't even introduce ourselves. Make sure that anyone
Because they know
who's
who we
watching
are already. That's why they tuned in.
But I'm still going to tell you my name is Mr. Knockout Fantasy Football. You know what I do. And then O?
You already know. Follow me down below.
I bet. As long as we got that going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And then I do want to ask the question from the Milkman. Something came in asking about like getting a pre-release draft order.
Yeah, this is a topic of discussion in our league. How do you feel about it? Because me personally, I want to know. I'm not Mario. I want to know. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in agreement with you. I really want to know what my draft order is. It's actually going to give me another level of preparation.
To me, it's like, why not want to? Why don't you want to know? Because at the end of the day, there's no excuses. Right. You know your position, so you don't got to go all over the board with your mock drafts. You know exactly where you're gonna get the people that you want, the rounds that you want. You're more prepared. Everybody's more prepared.
Duh.
I agree with you. So you heard it here first. We agree. First thing, we starting off on a good note. Start your draft orders early. Get that picked up if you can. It's great for redraft leagues. It's great for keeper leagues. You want to keep that going.
And it's good for the morale.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
gives
so.
You something to think about.
For those people who aren't used to being on top like we are, I think it's actually it's good to give them like one
more
level.
thing, right? Something came up in our league, even though I said we're not going to talk about league business. Trading picks.
Oh.
Would you do it?
I would do it. I'm not gonna lie. If I thought like I had an advantage with trading picks, I would do it. But that's like another thought.
We'll talk about it in another episode.
We'll talk about another episode. You want to make your league interesting, guys. Make your league interesting. Make it fun because you can work with that throughout the year. But
it's like a relationship. We got to keep it going.
Yeah.
Renewing. You know what I'm saying?
We keep it going.
Keep it spicy.
We keep it going.
There you go.
All right, bet. So we're gonna jump into it.
Jump right into it.
Let's talk about the AFC East. We're going to start off talking about the Buffalo Bills.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to list some players on it. We're not going to dive into each and every player because I think it works best if we kind of dive into like one particular highlight player. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not as obvious. But in this case, we're going to talk about the big fish.
The big fish.
Mr. Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Listen, man, my dude balled out last year, but...
Do you like him, though? I like him.
That was my big butt. I don't know about...
I'm going to leave that alone.
Josh Allen this year. Hot take,
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm leaving all of this alone, but I like Josh Allen. And apparently all of his colleagues like him too. Ranked number 10 among all NFL players. This year he's slated to go number 2 at the quarterback position. Definitely a third rounder. And I just like Josh Allen, man. I see a lot of upside in this guy. This year, he's working through his progressions in the preseason. Last year, 4,500 yards, 37 touchdowns, 8 rushing touchdowns, 400 yards rushing. What's there not to like in this guy, bro?
His numbers
There you go. Yeah.
No, you're right. I am going to try to pour your milk a little bit because his numbers seem great, right? I do like Josh Allen. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not a believer in him this year. He reminds me a lot of like some Lamar Jackson
There we
numbers.
go. There we go.
If you paid attention to Lamar Jackson the previous year, not last year, but the previous year before that, he had similar, if not comparable numbers, and the league kind of figured him out during that first little stretch where he was kind of downtrodden, right? He did not perform well if you drafted him in the second round for your particular team and you were hurt by having him in your starting lineup. Do I think Josh Allen is a good quarterback? I think he's an ascending quarterback, but I do not think he's worthy of a second round or early third round pick.
Blasphemy. Did you know that guy just added Emmanuel Sanders?
He did.
Okay.
He did. And I think Emmanuel's going to play well. I'm wishing Josh Allen the best. Hopefully he can prove me wrong, but not for this one. Honorable mentions on the team to talk about that you should look for in your fantasy league. Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, Devil Singletary, Zach Moss, and then, like he said before, Emmanuel Sanders. Yeah. Look out for them. Their rankings, go by the ADP, and you should be good. But next one on the docket we're going to talk about is Miami Dolphins. Yeah, how you like the Dolphins, O?
I don't. So I'm not really going to focus on them like that.
Okay.
Will Fuller, I love Fuller, but the problem is he's going to play for you a couple of games and he's going to disappear. Mike, good. Parker, I like Parker's good. The whole team is just, I'm not impressed, man. I don't know who eats. I don't know anything on this team, man. But let's talk about Myles Gaskins.
Woo! You ain't the gas man. That's what I call him. He's gonna be filling up my tank. He's gonna be filling up the tank.
You like Gaskins?
I kind of like Gaskins.
I'm gonna use the last argument against you.
Okay, go ahead. What's the argument? What you gonna say?
I just don't think he's gonna be the same guy from last year.
Woo!
You know they're gonna be playing from behind. Mm-hmm. I don't have no trust in their quarterback.
Okay.
I don't have no trust in nothing on this team. So what makes you think that they're going to run the ball efficiently? I know you're going to give me the numbers.
Yep.
The numbers pointing that he's going in the fourth round, right? I know the numbers are going to say, but he's
okay. Yeah, so I am going to get into the numbers. You know how I love to like look and kind of like project from like what's going on. Mm-hmm. And what I love about Myles Gaskin is that he's the 21st running back taken off the board, right?
You love that.
I love the fact that he's coming out in the fourth round. I've watched him over the preseason and what he's been able to do. Last year, if he was on your squad and you ended with Myles Gaskin, he was in championship teams. He was helping you win that particular league. We want to make sure that we're getting value picks. So if he's dropping down, because I'll give you the honest truth, I know Ahmed is there and I know Malcolm Brown is going to eat into some time.
So you take my argument from me. Go ahead.
I'm not taking
because I was going to say, Ahmed is there.
No, I got you. I know he's there.
Okay.
But what I love about him is the value that you're getting him at, right? Okay. Understand that I'm not saying to pick Myles Gaskin in the first or second round, but when you see him near in the end of the fourth or the beginning of the fifth round, and especially if you're going wide receiver heavy, you can pick Myles Gaskin up in that particular round, and he can help with your running backs. I've watched him over the preseason. He's catching the ball. He's looking electric. He's playing well. Yeah. I do think, I know Tua is not like the big mobile quarterback like everybody is, but I do think he's getting folks the ball. He's checking it down when he needs to be, and Myles Gaskin can catch the ball.
So you think he's going to have more than last year? What he finished with 1,000 scrimmage yards, 5 touchdowns, bro? So you think he's going to have a better year than that?
Yeah, I think either he's going to have a comparable year, if not better, just because he came on towards the tail end of the season. Okay. Remember, he wasn't playing a big role in the beginning of the season last year. He came on towards the mid-tier season. Whoever picked him up got a huge advantage.
Okay, so let's move along. Next on the slate, New England Patriots.
I like that squad.
Cat.
I mean, they have.
Wait. You like the Patriots this year?
Let's talk fantasy football wise. I think they won't be openly transparent with who's going to play well.
To me, the only person that's worth talking about right now is Damian Harris.
Okay.
I like Damian Harris.
Okay.
Not as the guy,
yep,
but I like him as a value pick. Right now, they got him going, 29th running back. That's about a 5th round draft pick. But in the last couple of days, with the loss of Sony Michel, I think his value is going tremendously high. Because what? They had him at 10th going in the 10th round before?
Yeah.
Now he
Previously-
jumped up to what? 5th?
Yeah, in a matter of, you were actually absolutely right. Like in a matter of like days from like the Sony Michel trade, I think people see his value now. I think he's gonna get more burn. I think Sony was gonna eat into that prior to the fact, and then just watching and knowing that Damian Harris can hold the rock, carry the rock. He understands the system that they're running over there in the Patriots. I think that was a good pick for you to kind of like focus on like who to like focus on in that particular round. If you can get him, he is similar to MYLES Gaskin and going in that mid-tier round, where if you're drafting, especially, this is for those folks who don't believe in going running back heavy as you do, right? So if you're going running back, and let's say the first one, but you going like you draft a quarterback early or a tight end early, you got to look at these running backs that give you value, right? Someone that gives you value is a Damian Harris, right? He's going to get some ball carries. He may not be your PPR monster, but he's going to get in the end zone. He's a good back to have on your squad and to kind of like balance you out.
I think we just have to watch him early, see how they use him.
Yep.
I was never really a big fan of New England backs because one guy can fill in this week, the other person can fill in the next week. If they use him out similarly to how they used Blunt that year, then you're getting tremendous value if you can get him at the 5th.
Okay, I hear you. Now I'm not gonna pour your milk on that one. I think I agree with you wholeheartedly on that one. All right, so honorable mentions on that team. We're gonna talk about Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, James White, Nelson Aguilar, Jacoby Myers, Kendrick Bourne, N'Keal Harry. You can see like New England they just got too many people.
I like Myers though.
So they're gonna spread. You like who?
Myers.
You like Myers? Like Oscar Myers? Like what do you mean? What you talking about?
You know who I'm talking about.
I mean, I grew up on baloney. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say.
And you're full of it.
Oh,
Yeah. So let's go. Let's go.
He got me. Yo, son. Yo, he got me.
You
no,
get it.
I'm
You get
always
it.
right. I'm always
get it
right.
right.
You on
You get
Team Cat all day, baby.
I saw a lot of Timos in the comments though.
I know.
You know what I mean? I paid for them.
I know.
but
I'm
you know
just
what
saying. I'm about to say. I was like, tell your brothers and cousins, leave me alone,
Like you
man.
drop a Timo. Timo. All right, so we're moving along. New York Jets. Let's honorable mentions right off the bat. Zach Wilson, rookie, Michael Carter. But let's talk about this guy, Corey Davis. Because we had some beef about Corey Davis in the last couple episodes.
We did.
Referring to Julio Jones. So I have a feeling you like this guy.
Let me tell you, I'm Harlem shaking it up because I'm feeling all good and start talking about Corey Davis, boy. Talking about Corey Davis, boy. I'm
Harlem
in there.
shaking on Corey
Harlem
Davis.
shaking it up.
That's how you Harlem shake,
shaking
by
it
the
up.
way.
Oh, listen, I don't got that much room, so I'm trying to do the best
That's
I
like a
can.
Bronx
to
shake,
see.
but
You know
I'm
what I'm
just
saying?
saying,
I'm saying, do, pop. You know what I'm talking about? I get down with them. I get down. But listen, let's talk about Corey Davis.
So why do you like Corey Davis? Because I could tell you a million reasons why I don't like him.
Okay, so listen, Corey Davis broke out a little last year. He was a touted high value wide receiver drafted by the Titans who never kind of came to fruition, right? He got busy. NFL, he was actually ranked in the NFL top 100, something that you love.
I seen it. He's ranked 91. Continue.
to talk about, right?
Okay.
So now he's
Last
being
year,
taken.
though. Okay.
Yeah, and I think coming into like the number one wide receiver role, he's being taken in the 11th round. That's a steal, dog. Like that's if you're talking about a sleeper, I'm talking about a sleeper. You know what I'm talking about? Like yo, I don't know what to tell
You
you,
sound
bro.
like you need some sleep. By
Yo,
the way.
I don't
But
need
this
no
is-
sleep. Corey Davis, you just woke me up, bro.
Oh my darling, are you having another nightmare?
All right,
just woke me
but
up.
this is the thing, though, right?
Uh-huh.
If we're going back last year, I feel you, right? Corey Davis was the guy,
Yep.
right? A guy, not the guy.
You're absolutely
but a guy. So if we're going by last year, but I just see too many mouths to feed right now.
Really?
They the Jets read up on Crowder. They drafted Elijah Moore.
Yep.
They brought in Cole. There's a lot of mouths to feed. And I'm not sure if their quarterback situation got any better from last year with a rookie quarterback in Zach Wilson. So Corey Davis being the number one guy, coming into this situation where he has to be the number one guy, coming from an alpha situation where Brown was getting the double teams. I just don't see how he has a breakout year, especially with Crowder being there, being Corey Davis to his Corey Davis.
I hear you, but I ain't listening. Don't pour my milk. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm just trying to let you know Zach Wilson was being drafted as the number 2 overall, and this year's draft was for a reason. I think he's going to surprise people throughout the year. Corey Davis is going to be his number 1, and don't pour my milk.
Next year. But I'll honorably mention they do seem to have a little bit of a connection in the preseason.
Okay.
I don't want to be disingenuous by saying I saw that. I just don't know how much I love that pick. But let's move along, man. Where are we going?
We going to the NFC West.
We going out west?
We going out west. Oh snap! Oh, da, 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 da. I'm not gonna sing this song because we ain't talking about that thing. But you know what I'm saying? We going out west. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where we gonna stop first?
We gonna stop at the pew 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 Kansas City Chiefs, man.
Too many Chiefs, not enough Indians, right? Can we say Indians?
How about we make sure we don't?
Bro. All right. Too many Chiefs. Let's go there.
There's too many Chiefs.
Look, right off the bat, everybody knows what to do.
Yep.
In the first and the second round.
I agree.
We don't got to talk about it. Patrick Mahomes is not going to be there past the second round. Travis Kelce's not going to be there past the second round. Tyreek Hill is not going to be there past the second round.
Nope.
To me, let's not even focus on them. Let's talk about Clyde, the Glide, Edwards, HELAIRE. Do you like him?
Look at my face.
This guy likes
I'm taking over. I'm the captain now. Of
we
course
go.
I like Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
God.
What? Yo, listen. He should not have been taken in the first round last year. I think let's get past the elephant in the room. Whoever took him was not happy with taking him in the first round.
Shout out to you, L.
Shout
out to you, L. Nice.
I got lucky enough that the person who was drafted in front of me took Clyde Edwards-Helaire and allowed me to get Dalvin Cook last year, and they were believing the hype in regards to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but he's not a first round elite draft.
Had some sneaky numbers last year.
He
now
did.
that I'm looking at it,
Yep, he did.
Yeah, but I don't like his utilization over there.
Here's what I'm saying with Clyde. He's going in the right round now, right? He's going about late second, early third. I think that's the right place to take him in that Kansas City offense, right? So, like, he's running back 14 off the board because most running backs are taken earlier in the earlier rounds. But I think the right place to take him is to take him over there. I do not think that we should think that he is going in the first round any more longer. So let's go ahead, and I'm all for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think go with him, keep him going, and then make sure that you draft him on your team if you get a chance to pick him up in the third round.
I'm just gonna say, be careful. We see that he has little lower extremity issues with that sore ankle.
Okay.
So just go with caution.
Okay,
Proceed with caution.
Absolutely. Next on the docket, we're going to talk about the Oakland Raiders. Oakland Raiders, we have on that team Derek Carr, Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, and Henry Ruggs. Those are the big touted fantasy plays that we got. But we're going to focus on Josh Jacobs.
I like Jacobs.
You like him?
I like him as a person. I don't like his situation this year.
So what you think? Let me know.
I drafted him his rookie year, right? He took me very far, but this is a proceed with caution, bro.
Okay. Proceed with
caution.
Okay.
Because they brought in Kenyon Drake, man, and everybody that knows anything about Drakes, proceed with caution. Hide your girl. Hide your touches.
Bloop, bloop.
Anybody with Drake, them certified lover boys. I don't know, man. I think he's just going to take a lot of meat from him. Leave that alone.
I think that the talent is there. You do have to watch him. He is a precautionary pick for me.
He is.
I'm only taking him if I get him at a value. I think what they're doing with him is the same thing that they did with Derrick Henry when he first came in.
I see that too.
They're just protecting him. They're giving him viable backs.
Career.
Yep, and prolong his career on the team because they know he has the talent to carry them through in any kind of playoff run that they go through. Mm-hmm. So you have to be conscious about the way coaches think. He is a player that you got to be really precautionary on. Take a look at him, not necessarily pick him up right away, but get him at a value.
Yeah, I think right now he's going in the third round, fourth round.
Yep.
He usually goes after Clyde,
yep.
Edwards-Helaire. Mm-hmm. But just proceed with caution, man, because that Kenyon Drake situation could get very dicey this year, man.
I agree.
So I like the player, not the situation.
Next on the docket, we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Chargers. And with the Los Angeles Chargers, we're going to just highlight players like Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Jared
You
Cook.
guys are smart. You know what to do with those guys. Pick them off the board. But let's talk about Justin Herbert.
Woo! Justin Herbert. What
You
you
high
think?
on Herbert?
I mean, let me hear your thoughts first.
I like Herbert. I just, I think he's gonna be the next Josh Allen. Man.
Woo!
I think he's going to be the next Josh Allen.
That's the big one.
Yeah, 4,000, over 4, what did he have last year?
Woo! Take me back.
4,300 yards,
He had over 4,300 yards. He had-
31 touchdowns.
What?
5 rushing touchdowns.
Speak it again, my brother. What?
That guy's a big gem.
Oh, Lord.
That guy's a big gem. He could be the next Josh Allen, man.
Yeah.
Only if the defenses don't hold on him this year.
I think he's a smart enough quarterback to figure it out. I do think he's going to repeat. And I think he's actually going to be, at the end of the day, in a couple of years, he's going to be a better quarterback than Josh Allen. But
I don't know about that.
don't
bro.
don't
Capping
pour
a
my
little
milk
bit right now,
yeah,
man.
don't pour my milk.
You taking it a little too far.
I mean, he has the weapons. He has the know-how.
How many years you think?
And Josh
Keenan
Allen
has
did not
left?
do that on his rookie year. Josh Allen built himself up. I think Justin Herbert, after getting a little taste, is only going to get better from seeing him in his rookie year. Listen, I'm a Justin Herbert fan. Taking
I
him
like
in the
Herbert.
6th round, where he's going now,
There's value there.
it is value.
There's a lot of value right there.
Especially when you don't get like one of those high.
He is
echelon,
my default
quarterbacks.
pick. He's one of my guys that fall to me. Like once I miss out on a couple of guys,
Yeah.
I want to mention right
Value
now.
pick. Listen to
He's
me,
definitely a
fellas.
value
Don't pour
pick.
my milk, but I'm saying Justin Herbert. He's that pickup in the 6th round if you can get him there. All right. Last in the division, we're talking about the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos, we're just going to list a couple of players. We got Teddy Bridgewater, who won the spot,
Middle
Jerry
guy.
Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant. But we're going to talk about,
Melvin Gordon.
woo!
You love Melvin Gordon.
I kind of do.
I do too a little bit.
Oh,
I ain't gonna front.
snap.
Yeah. Dicey situation though, man.
It is.
See, Melvin Gordon is a very tricky player this year.
Yep, he
You
is.
know, they got Devontae Williams for a reason.
Javante.
Well, I didn't name him, so that, you know what I'm saying? Like you mad pouring my milk, bro. Like, relax, bro.
I'm just saying,
You
man.
was
You know,
dancing, like,
I'm trying to be friends with these players one day. You know what I mean? I don't want to mess with their
How do you
days.
say it?
Javante.
Let me see the side of your mouth when you said it.
Javante. Javante.
Listen, at the end of
Up
the day,
in the piece called Javante. Oh, no, go ahead.
what you got? Melvin Gordon, what? Going to 28th running back?
He's going as the 28th running back off the board, sixth round
rounder.
pick. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Last year, I had to actually look back. I had him on my squad last year, right?
Yeah, you did.
And I wasn't happy. Well, I traded for him.
I was jealous.
He's a nice value pick.
He was.
What? He had over 1,100 scrimmage yards last
Yep.
year.
Mm-hmm.
10 touchdowns. And I was surprised to find out he finished 13th overall.
Oh,
Yeah. And that's with sharing carries.
Yep.
So that's the only bright part about that. Last year, he was able to produce even though he had Lindsey breathing down his neck. So you think that's going to be an issue this year?
I do think Javante has like running back number one capabilities, and I know they're gonna like share the kind of like running back rotation, but I don't have issues with Melvin Gordon. Especially, for me, is always value. It's building your team the correct way, and if you can get Melvin Gordon in a 6th round or even a late 5th round, go get him. Because I keep telling you guys, you want to build balance amongst your team, right? So if you're getting like that elite running back, and then you're getting that elite quarterback, and then you're getting that elite wide receiver, come back and swing around and get Melvin Gordon on your team, and then put him on your squad right after. It's only going to help you succeed and get to that championship.
But I'll say this, though. This might be a perceived caution. When you look at the depth chart and they say listing Javante as RB1, maybe something to look at.
All right. We do what we do like we doing it for TV,
Been doing it for
baby.
TV.
This comes to the end. We had a great episode. Hopefully we dropped some gems for you.
I know I did.
We did it again, baby.
And you did it again.
We did it again. All right, guys. We out today. Thank you so much for watching the podcast. We out of here. Peace.
Don't forget, like and subscribe.